Round 3 with my green-blue Merfolk deck. I'll be on the play. Okay, there we go. I finally done it. A keepable 7-card hand that's not like awkward in some way. Maybe I'll actually win this one. Who knows? I'm not inclined to believe it, but I can hope against hope. I think play order is probably Shaper Apprentice, Shipwreck Looter. They're thinking about their choices at least. That's an exciting prospect. Okay. So I'll end pass. Nathan think I have the hashtag opt value. I do not, but let them consider it. Thematic Compass is interesting. Ooh, black. Okay, so we on vampires or pirates? Okay. I'm probably taking a River Herald's Boon. Oh, they took the rare. That was probably a mistake. Duress. Duress, by the way, is like absolutely unplayable and limited, and it makes me sad when people play it. Like, it's so. Thing about Duress is that his non-creature spells. That's, there are some good non-creature spells. I would argue my Thematic Compass is a good card. My River Herald's Boon is also a good card. So it's like, oh, you're 1-for-1ing yourself at the cost of a card and some mana. And the thing is, though, that there are like 7 non-creature spells in my deck. That's not a lot of hits. You played a turn 1. That's the earliest you can play it. That's probably the best you're gonna get. And it was okay. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't bad. But it there are plenty of people you can play where the card is just a miss. There's very few decks where I would bring in Duress. There have been a couple of recent formats where blue-red spells has been an actual archetype. It's been the only time I would ever really consider it. 1-for-1ing yourself for these effects is not usually great. Maybe there's a reason the opponent has Duress that I don't know, but I don't think it's amazing. Alright, so they probably have some sort of removal spell. Cheap burn. Interesting. First of all, this is the weakest card. The weaker card. I mean, they can tell I'm on Merfolk, I'm playing blue-green. They hit the pirate. It doesn't stop me from looting. So, I've lost my 2-1. I've got a better 2-1. I will still be looting. Yes, please. River Herald's Boon? How all in do I want to get? You know what? I've got a good plan. I mean, discard the River Herald's Boon that I just drew. For 2 reasons. The first one is they know I have River Herald's Boon in my hand. I just neglected to play land, didn't I? I did. Shit. Yeah, they're playing pirates. Okay. That was that was a mistake on my part, admittedly. Got too excited about my cleverness. Now if I try to use damage based removal on this guy, it won't work necessarily. I'm gonna save the Herald's Boon though for a critical moment. I'm just gonna fire it off willy-nilly. Play land. I already play land. I'm just being smart this time. Alright, so now my mana development's later than my opponent's because of that awful mistake. That sucks. I'm still surprised that Lightning Strike the pirate. I mean, I guess they knew I had River Herald's Boon in hand, but I was tapped out. What are they doing? Please be another cheap removal spell that doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I'd like to draw like Jade Guardian. I think Jade Guardian would be the ideal. That's not Jade Guardian. Okay, so I've got 2 choices here. If I can attack with the Shaper Apprentice, they block. I River Herald's Boon and make it a 4/3. They lose a creature, they get a treasure. They move up to 5, maybe 6 mana next turn. I get to play a 5th land the following turn. But I'm not doing anything. I need to close this game out faster. My opponent stumbled really badly, and here I am, missing my land drop like an idiot. So, see what they have. Alright. They got a treasure. Pass the turn. Do they have something? Nope. Alright. So, they've got 6 mana. They can play some pretty nasty spells with that. Considering I've drawn only land pretty much since I discarded the Rivercurl's Boon, I'm pretty sad that I discarded it. Oh my god. Alright. That's not good. Oh, they can cast it this turn too, which is probably what they were trying to do. Will they use their treasure for that? Yeah, they're going to use their treasure for that. So they're going to cast my own creature. Oh no! Interesting choice. Now at least if I kill it... So if I can manage to bounce or kill this hostage taker this turn, which I did not manage to do, so I'm going to cast my creature on my turn. Of course, my Blossom Drive. This card's not impressing me in this draft format, honestly. It's not doing enough. Like, it looked fine in Seals, but I think unless you're the Dino Ramp deck, I think Blossom Drive might just be unplayable. Look at my opponent's hand. Alright, so he's gonna name Blossom Dryad. Just fine. So I can still cast my giant monster. So I'm annoyed that I'm probably not going to win this game at this point, but I really have no one to blame but myself. I should have kept the Rivercurl's Boon. They made a mistake in playing this card. They made a mistake in using this card. But I don't think that... Then, okay. They can take their time, I guess. Yeah, maybe they'll time out, deciding to name Shapers of Nature? Okay. Sure. They see my hand. I don't have a Shapers of Nature. Block. That's an interesting attack too. They know I have this. They just got to look at my hand. They know I have the 6th land. I assume this is where they cast my creature. Okay. Sure. You got me. I'll play 6 Trampler. Okay, so there they go. They cast my creature. Oh. Alright, I guess I'll just play keyword big. It's funny though, because they show me this March of the Drowned. That makes my desire to like block the hostage taker like much lower. I'm sure they don't have a merfolk, so like the Shaper's Apprentice is like medium. It's just kind of a crappy 2-1. I mean, their deck is all crappy 2-1s, apparently. And a 2-3. But, oh, actually the red creature's a 2-2. My apologies. So, the funny thing, and it is funny, is that I'm going to attack with the 6/6 Trampler. I almost guarantee you they're going to triple block it. And then I'm going to cast the second one. Yeah, we'll kill their creatures first, I guess, because my creature's the worst. Yeah, like that. Alright. Their board is gone. So, there's no mana sync counterspell that doesn't get this, so I'm not particularly worried about playing the land right now. So yeah, let's play second one. That's pretty good. I got a 3-for-1. It amuses me that all these merfolk things going on, and this is my win condition. Also, I'm really surprised they were that threatened by the thematic compass. Considering their deck seems to be yeah, just taking that. There's no way on Earth I block that. They're probably the 3/3 pirate that kills the creature that's dealt damage. Okay. The thing is, they wouldn't have attacked with, like, okay, sure, maybe they need the card, but, like, I'm not losing my 6/6. This is winning me the game. I also literally know their actions, so I really can't afford to lose the 6/6. Put them to 10. Alright. Looks like we're just racing currently. We're still not playing lands. The only thing that would ever cost me more than 6 mana is if I played Shapers of Nature, which they've chosen, somehow gleaning that that's in my deck. Which is weird. I still find that weird they didn't just choose the Blossom Dryad, but whatever. It was in play. That's what I would have chosen. Alright, Ruthless Knave. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. You can make treasure tokens. Of course, the combo of block sacking doesn't do wonders against trample, but still. Alright, yeah. Racing. Race is the place. Alright. Alright, so maybe I'll squeak out the 1 and 2. I might be able to win this game at least. Yeah, I guess I should get ahead of myself. I might be able to win this game against all odds. Okay. So I'll go to combat. I'll attack for 4. Or attack for 6. He's probably going to become 4 damage. So you're gonna just sacrifice it. Okay. So you'll take 6. And then cast a 2/5. Which I admittedly do not care about dying to their 3/3 creature thing, so I will block the 2/3 with the 2/5. Interesting. Why are they spending treasure? That's funny. Okay. That is funny. Okay. So if I chump block, they get to look at 2 cards, which I think is probably worth it. It's not that taking 7, if it especially if it tapped, I would be less inclined to, but red does have dinosaurs. I have absolutely no desire for them to get more than like 2 cards. Look-see. Because I've got a lot of ways to kill creatures. If I can just like, or tap creatures or whatever, if I can just find a way to get through like the just saw, like if I draw a water tap weaver, I just win. That's not quite that. Okay, so I will say that okay, so I think since I intend deeply on trading this for that, and I can't really change that. If I attack with this, it forces them to block with the Jasoth, which means that I just, yeah, I'm ahead, because if I block with this creature, they get to look at one, and maybe they have red dinosaurs. They might have no dinosaurs. They may just have the Jasoth as just a finisher, but I'm still stuck with the 3/3 onto their 2/3. My 3/3 is hexproof, so I have the bigger creature. I've got a few ways to go around people. They're casting something. Alright, so what do I want to draw? I guess like one of my flyers. Probably the answer to that. Jesus. Alright, they have a 5/5 now. Okay, yeah, I need to draw one of my flyers. Or my Water Tap Weaver. Water Tap Weaver would be pretty good too. Then again, I'm finding for this Merfolk deck, I pretty much always want to have a Water Tap Weaver in play. Okay, you know what? That's a 2-turn clock. Can you kill me faster than that? I can. Kill you. Okay, so I'll skip my attack phase. I'm just gonna hold off their attacks. If they can't kill this, I win. Casting something. Ugh. They have Water Tap Weaver? That's not even fair. I would very much like to draw my own Water Tap Weaver for the Plunderers. I'm going to take 6 this turn. Jeez. Alright, no blocks. Of course, like how I called out, they just need to deal with it, and then of course they immediately deal with it, but it's not really their fault. Okay. Okay. This is better than I thought. So I get to, because they think they have 2 turns. I'm going to make it 1 turn. Okay, so if they do a big attack, I can get them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they don't have enough mana to double activate Plunderers. So I'm taking 5, maybe 6. So I'm gonna just let that happen. Alright. There we go. That was just another creature. Okay. Okay. Alright, I mean, I'm going to try to go for the win. I'm not winning this game without using these 2 cards, so... Alright, there we go. So this guy's playing some sweetness. Splashing the Naya Mythic. Okay, that's pretty cool, admittedly. So Spell Pierce, not good in this matchup. Not surprised. This is still not great. Though, yeah, except for the Hostage Taker, I didn't really see any interaction that really punishes this. I could see bringing that in. Cutting the Blossom dry, which has just been plain awful. Let me try that. I think maybe a little bit more tempo. I made a lot of mistakes that game, and I got away with it. I think I have to go to 6. It's just too many lands. Oh my god. Alright, I'm on the draw. I get a scry. Any land I draw is like torture to me, though. Oh my god. I think I bottom that. It's like the one card in my... It's the one spell in my entire deck I'm like unwilling to draw. And that's a land. Okay. This is going to be an awkward game. I can tell already. So, what I want to draw is Pirate's Prize more than anything. Because that would let me at least get my hands duress. Alright, lol. This is why duress is bad. It doesn't hit. It doesn't always hit. Sure, the guy knows the coast is clear now, and anything I draw is a top deck, but it just the hit percentage is way too low. Oh god, and they just keep coming. Jesus. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so there's only 10 lands left in my deck at least. So about less than a third of my deck, or about a third of my deck is land. So that's pretty nice. I'm gonna start hitting spells. Alright, drew Pirate's Prize, which I called out as wanting more than anything. So next turn I'm gonna play Island. I'm gonna see the board state, and then we're gonna decide whether or not I need to draw 2 cards or I need to flash in my flyer. See what they do. Obviously I'm taking 2. Yeah, and that's happening. So alright, they did nothing. Alright. If they just got a Dinky 2-1, I'm gonna try to draw some cards. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Alright. Pass the turn. So next turn I have 6 mana available to me. So if I draw a dinosaur, I play the dinosaur. Probably don't draw the dinosaur though. So I'm probably going to yeah. That's fine. Again. Alright, drew the dinosaur. Alright, so here's the thing. If I draw the dinosaur and the hostage taker, I'm screwed. And they've been kind of reluctant to play things. They kept his hand for a reason. Or I can just play the schooner and the looter. But the thing is, I want the looter. I think what I do is I pass. If I had another mana in play, I would happily play the schooner. But I think I want to pass because I want to cast my flyer. Because if they at least hostage taker that, I'm not like totally wrecked. Though it's definitely way better for them than it is for me. Alright, so let them hit me. Well, they're gonna slip a flash and a flyer. It makes the looter better, which is the only reason I really did it. Looting is kind of like, I've got a lot of crap going on, nothing good. Sorcerer Spyglass. Alright, let's see what they do with that. On top. Interesting. Okay. Oh, so this activate the castaways, I see. going to cast my Shipwreck Looter. I'll use this ability. I have an excess of lands. I'll discard this card. That's incredibly awkward, but it's not so bad. Next turn I'm going to flush in the Windstrider. Right, so they're casting Sorcerer Spyglass, so they get to look at my hand. I just can't really help it. It may deter their attacks though. The Menace is going to get him. Can't really help that, but I can gobble up something. Plus, I can make 8 power and flying. I probably don't block with the Windstrider now that they know it's coming, because if they're attacking into it anyway, they probably have some sort of combat trick or damage-based removal, which would suck. The important thing, they're probably going to name Sleek Schooner at this point too. If they name the 3-mana 3/3 again, I will both be appalled and upset for them. His crew is an activated ability. I can just like play the Schooner. That's a 4/3 on D. What? They look at my hand, right? Like, why are they choosing? They like. How do they even know it's in my deck? I haven't cast it against them. I don't understand that decision. Okay. I can't block, so I'll just pass. I actually turn off audio. Let's turn off audio. Yeah, okay. At least I only have 6. So, get to my end step. Cast Windstrider. Ooh. Okay. So, Savage Stomp to kill their 3/3 Menace, which is their only beater. This makes 7 power flying in the air, and then I can like River Herald Spoon to make this thing even bigger. And the thing is, so far the only removal spell I seem to have besides the creature is Lightning Strike, and I have River Herald Spoon, which they know about now, so I can pay to give that another counter to let it survive that. It'll force the trade with the Direfleet Captain, or the Direfleet Interloper at that point, but it makes them waste the burn spell too, and I still get to kill this thing, and I still have a 4/4 flyer. So, Lightning Strike. Alright, so, wait, you just burning me? Resolves. Okay. Land for the turn, I guess. I'm okay with just holding the fort. Next turn up with the Colossal Dreadmaul. Alright. One turn, interact or lose. I'm surprised they didn't kill the Siren. They could have at least forced the trade. It's a fight spell. I'm blocked like this, even though. Actually, no, I'm getting the same edge coming through. It's gonna sound stupid, but I would rather them have no less mana. So I'm taking 2 regardless of what I do. I'd rather actually, in case they need to spend a lot of mana on something. I don't know what. Alright. Think about something. No hostage taker. March of the Drown. Oh, okay. Okay, I win. Hooray! So I did manage to squeak out a win against this guy. I just don't know how they knew how to Shapers of Nature in my deck. Or they just guess. Like, I don't understand that decision point. Okay, they drew an island. Good for them. Probably going to concede once they're done doing things for their turn. If not, I'll beat them down. I do think that my deck was not as well represented as it could have been. For the first match, I lost really badly, admittedly, and this deck was probably a little soft aggro. I'm not saying that it wasn't, but, you know, I had some pretty abysmal, you know, mana situations there. Okay, so I won that match. So, details. I don't even think I got any prizes. What are the surprises, or what are the prizes anyway? That's a good question. Yeah, I know, crap. Alright, so, that's fine. So, they finally put that in Mika. That's really cool. I think my deck was okay. Don't get me wrong, you know, this was, I didn't even see what this did. I just didn't have time for this. I don't know if this guy knew this existed in my deck, but regardless. Colossal Dreadmaw is still a house, which I kind of knew. These are good. I never really got to get them. Shaper Apprentices seem fine. Like, I feel like I didn't get a chance to, like, let my deck do what it needed to do. I was very unimpressed with this Blossom Dryad, though. I think that's a lesson I'm going to take out from this format. I think this is good in the Dino deck. I think if you're trying to cast, you know, this guy quickly, this is good. I think otherwise it's just abysmal. I think the first round, when I played the aggro deck, like I said, I think I was a little screwed, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, you know, I'm not saying the opponent didn't play well, and, you know, they did a good deck and everything, I'm sure they did just fine for themselves. That's, you know, that's still true. Yes, a little aggravating to lose so quickly. But, no big deal. I don't think that, you know, really showed what my deck was doing. The second match against the other Merfolk player, though, that was a little telling. I think that, based on that game, what was working for him, like, these River Herald Boons are, like, cool, but I think you only need, like, one. I think this is the card. I think right here, this seems to be the E card. If you can play a bunch of these and some, like, 3-drop Merfolks, and then, you know, whatever bombs you have, I think that's kind of what you want to be doing, is just, like, Water Trap Reaver, Shipwreck, or Shaper Apprentices, just, like, fast, hard in the air. I think the counters thing, it's not a trap, I just think it's slower, and I think that seemed to be like a very, very it seemed like a better version of my deck. Maybe it was just better tuned to fight my deck, because my deck's a little slower than that. And then the Pirates player, I'm not really sure what they were doing. They had a fine deck. I think they could have won if they played that differently. They could have definitely dragged the game out a few more turns. On the other hand, they were kind of doing some silly stuff with the Jasoth in their Pirates deck. So, you know, I'm not sure what's going on there. Also, what is happening here? I'm already logged in the Magical Mind. What? Okay, yeah, sure. That's weird. Okay, yeah, but that's it for this video. See you next time.